Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, Echo. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, Eason, he finds Corey Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Eason, and able to complete it to Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Okay, ready?
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 15. Check 15.
Now.
On 2nd down, Swift. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Yep.
Defense.
Smooth.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Five.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon. And that's article here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's go now. 10-2 start.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
The drive starts with a run by Cobb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Cobb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Caught by Cobb.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a carry for Cobb. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Watch the whip.
Now Cobb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. They complete it to Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Eason. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Cobb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cobb, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
8 yards to go.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Mahomes throwing on 4th, escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. No problem there on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
2nd and 1. At quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, 70, Indy.
All day, every day.
Get ready.
On first down, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
Let's go.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Third down.
Yellow. Come on, Aggie. Let's go, D. Let's go. Shit.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Cobb. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Coming to you.
They stay on the ground with Cobb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Kill.
Check nine. Hey, red blade.
They'll run with Cobb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Yellow. I'll go on.
Hey. Switch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Over. Run. Mike 27.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
I don't need to. I'm going, Eddie.
Here we go again.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Pick it up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. This one caught by Davis. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
Check. Walk 54.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get it.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready?
54. Mike 54. All day, punk.
Hey, foxtrot. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll find Moreau here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Chiefs' 31-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the run.
80 weapon. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Watch the safety creep.
Check.
2nd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
3 down. Greystone, travel. 36. Get it.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
50, plant.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf. Ready.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
On the ready.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They toss to Freeman. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
They go.
On fourth down, Eason. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The first down screen pass, good for 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Ready?
Back to throw. This one complete to Calvin Harmon. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here we go. 60 or.
No, check that.
Now.
Gotta do better.
Go. 552. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check the hot read.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.